Okay, hi, I'm at the New York Folklore Society over on J Street, and we're at the open house for all day, right?
Yes,
here pretty
until
much
5 o'clock this afternoon.
Right, so we're here, and I'm with Lori Longfield, and Lori is on the staff here, and we're actually just so excited about being here because, Lori, tell us what's here. You've got just an array of wonderful things.
We have a very eclectic mix of items in the gallery. The operative words are folklore and New York State and tradition. We have about 70 or so artists whose work we're showing in the gallery right now. We're, of course, always trying to add more artists into the mix, but there's a lot of different heritages, traditions, nationalities even represented, but the artists are all New York State based.
Oh, wow. And if you look, like, I don't know, Greg, if you can scan that one area there, I mean, it looks very Adirondack-y, of course, and and these are all made by artists in this area?
New York State,
here.
yes. We do have a lot of local artists, but any traditional artist in New York State is welcome to exhibit their art.
And you're a nonprofit organization. I do know that.
Yes.
And the reason that we're here, we stopped by, was because there's marionettes here. So let's take a look at some of those marionettes.
We have a special exhibit through the end of December on the marionettes made by Thomas Buttrell. He is local to Schenectady. He is originally from New York City, however. He hand makes these marionettes. We have a Native American couple with beaded costumes, regalia, an elf. Up on the top we have a unicorn. We've got a baseball player. We have Santa Claus. We have a jester. And we have a genie. Who is very heavily decorated.
I love the Santa Claus. He's got a nice little pair of glasses on.
Yes.
You get that? How neat they look. I don't even know where you get glasses that small. But there's Santa, and I'm sure he's getting along with the genie there.
Yes.
Good. We're still here at the Folklore Society, and with me, I am so lucky to be able to see the person who makes these wonderful puppets that we just showed you, Thomas Best, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's really wonderful. Your work is astounding.
Thank you very much.
Where do you get your ideas?
They create themselves.
Okay.
I sit down at the desk and start work, and all of a sudden, they start to tell me what they're going to be.
I hear authors say that, so I guess it works
yeah,
here too.
It's really true, you know, and they take on their own lives, and each one is different and unique. You know, I don't try to base it on something else. So, you know, and it's just been a joy. It's the way I look at it is it's a gift that has been given to me, and my challenge now is to give it back to the people.
Yeah, because I see when we kind of filmed some of them, you have elves, and you have a genie, and you have the Native Americans.
Unicorn on top.
The unicorn. I mean, this is really...
Yeah.
So, and to get your materials, I noticed that Lori said that you actually do some of the beading for some...
Yes, everything...
So you're an artist.
Everything that you see on these puppets, okay?
Here, I can hold this if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything that you see on these puppets, I put together with just materials around the house or things that I find at, like Michael's, it might be on sale.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll buy a bunch of different material, and I have jars of different things, and then when it comes time to actually put them together, they just come together. I sew all the clothes myself. They start off as a styrofoam ball.
Okay.
And I use a special German clay to mold their faces.
Oh, these are clay faces, yeah.
Yes. And then the bodies are made of basically just 2x4s and dowels. The hands are... These are kind of neat because they have wires in them.
Oh, so you can actually so if you were doing a show, you could actually put something in their hand.
Right.
Yeah, that's
really
nice.
You know, and you learn as you go.
Yeah. They're wonderful. They're absolutely wonderful. And you made Santa here.
And this is Santa Claus, okay? And as you can see, he's going to wave to everybody for us.
Yeah. And where do you, the glasses and stuff? Excuse me, I didn't mean to take it from you.
We can get his head to move. All the puppets are actual workable puppets.
Now, this is a display here, but
Yeah.
do you sell them?
Yes.
Oh, they are for sale.
Yes,
yeah.
every puppet is for sale.
Okay.
I'm not really interested in selling, but if somebody comes along and they fall in love with one of my puppets, okay, then they belong.
You'll talk.
Yes.
Let's talk.
Yeah, okay, no problem. No
Well,
problem.
this is such a wonderful. And when did you start doing this?
I started about 10 years ago.
Okay.
And the way that it happened was I had to first make the statement that when I was a young child, my mother gave me hand puppets. And I would sit for hours and hours and basically talk to myself and create and just fantasize with my puppets.
What a great mom you had.
Yes, she was. God bless her. And about 10 years ago, I saw a movie, Being John Malkovich. And there's a puppeteer in there that is the most wonderful puppeteer that you can ever imagine. He really makes his puppets come alive. So I said to a friend, I really love that. I would love to do something like that. And they said, you could never do anything like that. And I went home that night.
That was a challenge.
Yes. And my first puppet was a 2x4, some wooden dowels, and a rubber ball. And I learned the mechanics from that. And then it just got to be a thing where when I come home from work, instead of watching TV, I'd go off into my fantasy world, and these things were created. And a lot of them go in storage, so I don't see them. I haven't seen this Santa Claus in 6 years.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, because it was in storage.
Now, do you sketch them first, or do you just let them happen?
They just happen.
So you don't even know what you're doing
No.
until you start working with it and say,
Right.
oh, you know what, I think I'll make this one a policeman, or I'll make this one
No, sometimes I have done special puppets for people where they've given me a photo of somebody.
Oh.
Okay, I had a woman who gave me a
Do
photo.
caricature then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I did the caricature. And when she gave it to him for his birthday, she says, now I can really pull your strings. So,
Or yank your chain.
yeah, something like that, you know. But, yeah, it's just, you know, I have to tell everybody that if you feel something inside, don't ever be embarrassed. If people I've had relatives tell me, "Oh, you make such ugly puppets," and it was such the wrong thing to say.
But these are not ugly. These are
Yeah, no,
wonderful.
I understand that,
Yeah.
but it just kind of knocks you down. You know what I mean? So don't ever give up. Don't care what other people say.
No.
Make a goal. And my goal was to bake the puppets and then to get them to show in different shows. And that's where we're at today.
Yeah. Well, it's just been such a pleasure speaking with you, Thomas. Thomas Bass, he's does marionettes. He builds them, makes them, creates them. And thanks to his mom, who started him a long time ago, he's doing it today.
Yep.
Let your dreams go. Go with your dreams, right?
Right.
Thank you so much, Thomas.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know how long it takes to brush them down. Well, yeah, go around the front.
Wait, Alan, Finney, hi. Who do you represent?
Saratoga Horse and Carriage.
Tell me about these two beautiful creatures.
Well, the horse on the right is Gus, the white horse. He's a 7-year-old Percheron. The horse on the left is Kayla. She's about a 16-year-old Percheron. They both exceed 2,000 pounds in weight.
Wow.
A draft horse, a team of draft horses can pull a combined weight 5 times their body weight on a wheeled vehicle, which would mean those horses could pull 20,000 pounds. Today, when this trolley's full, they'll be pulling maybe 4,000 pounds.
Wow.
So, not nearly as bad as it looks.
And about 150 years ago, we depended totally on them, right?
Absolutely, most everything in this country was done as a result of
Because
the
I
horse.
just saw the movie Lincoln, remembering,
Yes.
reminding us of that.
Well, their origination was to plow fields, to plant corn, to harvest. They carried all the lumber from to the mills, to the stores. They were the original transportation of materials.
They get tired?
We're here till 5 o'clock.
Do I have some good kids over there?
Okay, who's next?
You guys want?
A tiny bit more.
Anyway.
We actually got a nice article in the paper
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and happy holidays. We're so glad that you're here today. I want to introduce to you the members of the Schenectady High School Student-Directed Jazz Combo. On bass, we have Dan Murphy. On drum set, we have David Shimkus. On trumpet, we have Sam Veglia. Austin Liebers on saxophone. And our student director, Doug Stefaniak on guitar. They're going to play a bunch of different tunes for you today, and some of them will be holiday tunes, and when you hear someone singing, that will be the wonderful Clarice Harbour on vocals. So you can clap for her too. So sit back, relax, and enjoy, and text your friends to come on down.
because it had just changed too much.
No kidding.
Everything was being bought up by Clear Channel.
Well, here we are. We're still out here on the open house at Downtown Schenectady Improvement Corporation's open house. And we're at the Edison Tech Center. And we are so pleased that we ran into the president, Craig Cantillo. Correct? Got your name right?
That's right.
And he's the president. And he's going to tell us a little bit about what they're doing. They're going to be having a lecture, which you won't be able to attend because you're watching it too late. But anyway, tell us about what's going on here.
All kinds of things. The Edison Tech Center tries to promote engineering. So every week we're open to the public, and people can come in and they can get their hands on different things that people designed. Because everything in the world these days was made by somebody.
By an engineer. He thought it up anyway.
Either an engineer or they used tools that an engineer had their hands on.
Yeah.
And we're also trying to build a group of people who like to build things themselves. Okay. And so it's an exciting time.
Now, when we talk about the Edison Tech Center, we know who Edison is. Of course, everybody knows who Edison is. But when we talk about engineering, are we talking about mechanical, electrical? What kind of engineering are we talking about?
Well, we promote all kinds of engineering, but we have real strength in electrical engineering. We believe that the whole ability of things that you can do with electricity is just amazing. It's a miracle. And so that's our primary focus here. There's a long history of innovation in this area.
There is, and I mean, if we look just behind us and what's on the wall, actually this place is really quite big. And you have a lot of things here. Some of them look like antiques.
Indeed, we've been lucky that people have given us some very very rare items. We have on display a 98-year-old electric car that belongs to Union College, and we have examples of things that were developed in this city and in cities all across the world.
Well, it's interesting because I did get not inside, but I could see inside that electric car. The batteries are enormous, like oh my goodness, and they run it, I think, from here to Union College maybe once every year. So there's only one person that can do it. Is that right?
Well, we're not allowed because it's such a rare.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
To drive it, but it is driven every year, and it's actually more efficient than the Chevy Volt.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't go as fast.
Okay, probably not quite as fast. Of course, people are looking to get there fast. This is really a great place. And when are you open if somebody wants to come down and see some of this great stuff you have here?
Right now, because we're basically a volunteer organization, we're only open on Fridays and Saturdays.
Okay.
Friday from 3 o'clock till 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Saturdays 1 to 5.
Okay. Now, perhaps somebody's going to be bringing a group into the city because there's a lot going on in Schenectady, and they would like to have a tour. Do you give special tours?
Oh, we absolutely,
okay,
absolutely. Good. Whenever we can, whenever there's enough volunteers around, we will give a special tour to anybody.
Okay, great. We've been talking with Craig Cantillo, president of the Edison Tech Center. Come on down. They're located on North Broadway, not Broadway, but North Broadway, and come on down and check it out and bring your kids, right?
Sure.
Wonderful kid for kids. Thank you.
We're in Habitat for Humanity.
Habitat! Yeah, this is us.
And now we're over at Habitat for Humanity, and oh my goodness, they've done such a huge job on this building. You can't imagine what's in here. So anyway, and you're sparkling, you also have the phone ringing too.
Yeah, and it's excuse me.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yes, please.
Turn it on.
So what's happening today here?
Oh, we're just celebrating here. I'm one of the homeowners, actually. My house is going to be ready before Christmas. That's my son,
That's
Cameron
what I
Smith.
most wanted to hear about, was a homeowner.
Me and my son, Cameron Smith, will be in Habitat to be blessing the house next week.
Wow, how long has it been that you've been building it?
They started in July. It was actually pretty quick.
July.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And you're doing a little bit of work on the house too.
I do a lot of work on the house. I built a trench. I help with the trench. I help with the insulation. It's fun. You learn a lot.
It's great. I mean, it's great because once you own that house, you're gonna have to take care of it.
I know.
Well,
but it's good because you learn how to do different things in there. Yeah. I love it.
Wow. And have you acquired much from this restore?
I have. I bought a few things. I bought a mirror, actually, that they put up in my bathroom for me.
Wow. Yeah. Well, you know what I have to say
just
for
to
you?
personalize it a little bit.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited. It's a blessing for me.
Yeah. And who am I with here?
Catherine Smith.
Now, you're going to move into your Habitat home for Christmas.
Yes, I
but
am.
Would you tell our audience a little more about what did you do? Apply or what?
Okay, first the process is simple. First you just apply. You don't think about it. You fill out a piece of paper with a couple of questions on it. You never know what can happen.
Okay. And you got selected.
Yes, it's a longer process than that. The first process, I just filled out a couple of lines on a little brochure.
And then did you come in and get a choice of houses?
Maybe
or?
it's not that easy like that. It goes. You have to be submitted to a committee.
Okay.
First, they send you the brochure. You fill that out, and then maybe 3 months you might get a big packet of information you got to fill out, which is reviewed by the committee, and they have to choose you. It's not just given to you, it's a choice they make to see if you're a responsible person.
Then as you move into the construction of the house, how much do you get to choose and how much do you work? And
you have to volunteer at least 300 hours doing different things, doing speeches, different places, coming to the Restore, Habitat of Humanity's Restores where we are now. You work here, you work on different projects, you go to different like we had a show at the Times Union Center. We had a home show there, so we set up just an area where everybody could come learn more about habitat.
And did you get to choose your rugs or siding or?
You do get a choice of siding, shingles. You get a choice of countertops as well as flooring.
Okay.
You don't get the major
the layout or
no layout stuff like that, which is fine.
Yeah.
Everything they chose and everything is standard is fantastic. But you do get a lot of different choices to make. And you get to work alongside your contractors as well as everyone else, the volunteers and stuff like that. So it is fun. You learn a lot.
Well, Merry Christmas again.
Thank you.
Thanks for all the info.
And thank you.